expeditions are here, and I'm gonna show you the best decks by which you can complete all the quests while also getting the perfect score of 3-0. Let's go. For 1.1 we will have the Mega Knight because he's a very chunky and tanky boy, and for the 2 elixir we will have a Knight because yeah, he's also really chunky 2 elixir mini, and there's nothing else. Mega Knight is gonna tank for the Spear Goblin, and just like that you can easily win round number 1. And we have took Archer Queen because she can easily get 5 kills, because once she gets a super she can target 5 minis at once. Now I will upgrade my Mega Knight to 2 stars just in a second, and we have a Mega Knight which is 2 star. I will get the Dark Armor ability because it gets too much energy. Too much energy means too much super, and too much super means too much splash and stun. And I got the larger area so I can target more Spear Goblins, and in this case I target all of them, and I got 4 out of 5 minis from my hero, and still we don't have any of our minis dead, and we can easily win a 3-0. I will just get the Knight and upgrade my Mega Knight to 3 stars because that's the best thing you can do, and there is nothing else that AI can do. Your Mega Knight is just gonna tank you to win a stun. My queen is gonna get the super and just wreck everything and anything, and just like that you finish 1 point. For 1.2 we are gonna have most of the minis which deal more than 1 damage. The only 2 minis which don't deal more than 1 damage is the Spear Goblin because it has so much great burst potential, and the second is the Monk, which is gonna be our main hero because it can deal 9 damage with its super. And in the round number 1 we are gonna burst out with the Spear Goblin, and there's nothing he can do because the Knight will only have 1 HP, and that was easy round number 1 while our hero is still alive. For round number 2 I might get a Bowler, and then the Spear Goblin, and the Prince to get the Elixir Collector. The Prince is gonna be the best value for the Elixir Collector. I will sell the Spear Goblin and try to get a Mini P.E.K.K.A, which I got, and I will place the Mini P.E.K.K.A bit because it deals some great damage and has the chances to deal the double damage, which is equal to 4 damage. Some small maths, and then nothing. I just idiotically didn't press the ready button in time. That was my bad. Our bowler got some great value as Spear Goblin did, and just like that you win round number 2. For round number 3 I'm gonna get the big chunky P.E.K.K.A, and there's a mistake in this round which you might need to point out. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to point out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the mistake was that I placed the Prince on the left hand side, which I should have placed, I mean the right hand side, which I should have placed on the mid so that my Prince could have damaged the Spear Goblin. But that wasn't the end of the day, and I won round number 3. For 1.3 I'm gonna go with this Wave Master deck because there at the end are gonna be a whole lot of minis, so I could get a whole lot of healing. And for the first round I'm just gonna burst out the Mini P.E.K.K.A, which is at 1 health, which is totally great, and that was an easy 1 round. For round number 2 I will get the Bowler and get the extra stun ability. The stun ability is not for actually this round but for further rounds, but I might not get the reloads at the right time, so I got the stun duration at this point, and I just won round number 3. For round number 3 that's gonna be the things where it gets spicier. In this I'm gonna play the Spear Goblin at the left side, then the Bowler, and at the end I'm gonna play the Prince. This time I'm not gonna repeat the mistake which I did in 1.2, which was to not get the extra damage, and the extra stun was so that the Mini P.E.K.K.A won't damage my Prince, and my Prince wouldn't be eliminated, and just in time the Wave Master will get the stun, and you can easily win round number 3, and that's how you complete 1.3. For 1.4, you guessed it, it's the old Royal Champion deck. The reason why I played this deck is because Royal Champion has been buffed, and with Mini P.E.K.K.A you can get the Dissipate, which can shut the Barbarian King down, and due to it's a level 1 Barbarian King you can easily win round number 1. Now it's time for round number 2. For round number 2 I will try to get the Dissipate, which I can easily get now. I'm just adjusting some placements so that I don't get a Spear Goblin Knight, and then I will get the Prince onto the Knight so that my Mini P.E.K.K.A will target his Barbarian King, and I will trade off my Spear Goblin with his Spear Goblin, And that is the basic plan of action. Our spear goblins got traded because in this level we don't want a perfect game where all of your minis survive, so that's totally fine. For this round I will get the bowler because it will get a lot of value because there are two minis, and the dummy is going to be pretty annoying, but it's not going to end our whole career. And we need 4 elixirs paired, so that's why I had 5 elixirs paired. I don't know what could be the better investment. That was the best investment I can think of, and just like that you easily complete 1.4. For 1.5 we are gonna have just the Spear Goblin and the Mega Knight. The Spear Goblin because we are having a quest of the Spear Goblin, while the Mega Knight is because he's just too chonky and strong, and the Queen because the Queen is the superior one. And an interesting thing is that you even complete your KO quest by destroying the elixir storage, so that's pretty useful. And that is an easy round number 1. For round number 2 we are just gonna upgrade the minis, which are the Spear Goblin and the Mega Knight, each to 1 star. There is nothing, the dummies are gonna tank for the Spear Goblin shots, but still that's okay. And the Magic Archer is not gonna get the geometry value because the one in the middle row is gonna target towards the left side and our backlines are on the right side, so there's no big issues there. And we got the 2 extra elixir which I'm gonna invest to my Spear Goblin, and this time I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see. By the way, he can't get any geometry value, so that's pretty good. Our Mega Knight is pretty close to dead, but it got the stun in time and our Queen got the elixir, so we won round number 2. And this time again we're just gonna do the same thing, not try to get the geometry value, and upgrade our Mega Knight because he's the chonky boy 1 star Mega Knight. And we're not gonna play our Golden Giant because that might kill our minis and we might lose the quest. And then again the same thing is gonna happen. The Magic Archer is gonna, it got some geometry value, but that wasn't enough, and just like that we won this round. For 1.7 we don't have anything, just a whole lot of minus. For minus we will use Mega Knight and Shield Maiden because they both deal splash damage with their super, and they both are really tanky, so there is no chance that those miners are gonna kill us because they have pretty low DPS. And just like that they will just gonna tank and disintegrate to hell with the splash damage and all the health of the Mega Knight and the Shield Maiden. For round number 2 we will just upgrade our Mega Knight. There's nothing really you have to do. And then again the miners will come, attack the Mega Knight and the Shield Maiden, get their super and die to hell. I had tried many complex strategies like the Archer Queen, but nothing really worked. Just the simplest thing is just get 2 tanky boys who have splash damage, which are Shield Maiden and Mega Knight, and you can easily win. Just get the Dark Armor, you get instantly super, and even if the miners have the Dissipate ability, still you will get 1 energy for every hit, so you are still gonna get Mega Knight supers and you're still gonna win. It's nothing really complex. I've tried really complex strategies, but this is the simplest and the easy. For 1.7 we are gonna have a double healer deck so that none of our mini dies, and for round number 1 I will get the battle healer to the 3rd ability so that I can get more supers and I can out heal the total damage of them. And considering that it's a level 1 barbarian king, it's not gonna deal a lot of damage, and the Shield Maiden will kite the miner and our healing ranger will stay alive, and that's how you will win round number 1. For round number 2 I will try to get my 2nd healer, which is the battle healer, and the knight, so that I can tank for the miner. And I'm gonna place my healing ranger just in front so I can heal my Shield Maiden and my battle healer at once, just like that. And then just wait, and that Magic Archer will also not get the geometry value by this position, except maybe some in my knight, but that's not a lot because knight is pretty tanky. And just like that you win round number 2. For round number 3 I will get my 3rd mini, which is the Dart Goblin, and upgrade my healing ranger. The Dart Goblin will be my main damage dealer, while the healing ranger will just keep everything and anything alive. And for healing ranger I will get the wider area so that I can heal more minis at once, and there's nothing the opponent can really do about, by opponent I mean the AI. And also he will not be able to get many geometry values because my Healing Ranger will be able to out-heal, and that's how you complete all the levels of beginner with one day.
Now that's all I got for this video. Hope you found this video helpful, and now see you in the next one.